You know, for me to say I only missed one fairway today with the driver's pretty good. I love my new vertical groove. Here you go, bub.
Yeah, Al Pollock was saying you got a new driver this week.
Yeah, it's actually vertical grooves, and it's just unbelievable. I'm hitting it so much further and straighter. You know, it's like all I got to do is just aim and hit it, no spin, and you know, I think I'm hitting it straighter than my putter actually. But
Did you have a chance to use that at the end of last year? I know you played, the father son, and
no, I just started
this week.
Started last week at
Oh,
the
Diamonds
Resorts.
Resort.
I had it for about a week and a half, playing around with it, getting the right specs and everything, and I had like 3 or 4. I mean, I went through 3 or 4 last week, just testing them, and I built one and been a little bit open, and it's just incredible.
How much playing around with it do you have to do before you feel comfortable with it?
Well, I think any new driver, I mean, a 7 on a ping could be an 8 on a TaylorMade. You just never know. And luckily, Ruben from Vertical Groove, he sent me about 20 heads, and I built them all, and to kind of where I felt like it needed to be. And you know, I've got like 2 or 3 really good ones right now that I can really trust. And I've got to the point where I just soon build it myself. You know, I have all the stuff to do it, and the driver's incredible.
How about looking ahead to this year? You know, you had half a year last year to kind of get acclimated to the tour. What do you look forward to, and now that you've had a chance to play several events out here in 17?
Well, I think just being on even ground. I mean, you sit there and you look, and I come out in Houston, my first tournament, and Bernhard's won over $1 million. You're going, well, you can't catch him. So for me to try and catch up, I played probably way too much than I should have. You know, I still got commitments to play overseas. I still want to play in a couple, tour events I love, Greenbrier and maybe Memphis, and of course the British, the PGA, and I like to go overseas in Europe, play 5 or 6. And there's a stretch I think I played 16 weeks in a row, and it wore me out.
Do you see yourself playing more out on this tour, or still splitting time?
Oh no, definitely more on this tour. But like I said, I still love to play a couple of tour events if I can get in them, and definitely love to go to Czech. I might play Denmark this year, and the 2 British Opens. It's just for me. I love to go to Europe as well. So, but no, it'll be a little different. I don't think I'll play as many this year, but in a row. But I'll probably play just the same amount of tournaments.
What do you think of the course?
This one's great. I mean, it's in great shape. There's no excuses. I mean, fairways are perfect. The greens are perfect. It's just a matter of execution for me.
Was there any particular moment or hole out there that you felt like this was going to be a good day?
No, not in this game. You never know. But I mean, it's just, for me to have this much confidence in a driver, it really sets the tone for confidence in the other stuff. For me out here, if I'm hitting it long and straight, I feel like it's an advantage. I mean, I hit nothing but wedges in all the par 4s today, and that's something big for me, especially when you're hitting them out of the fairway.
Definitely.
How hard of a decision was it to switch drivers?
I tested my TaylorMades that I had, M1s, M2s. I tested my pings, tested a couple of Callaways, little Titleist, and I think with this smaller head with the vertical groove, I think I've got my club head speed back because the head's smaller and the sweet spot is smaller. But it just seems like the golf ball looks bigger to this head than it does to those big-headed drivers. I mean, the golf ball looks so small. For me, it's just, how am I going to hit this solid because the head's so big? And but the guy's done just a marvelous job. And I think when people start hitting this driver, where you're really going to see a big change, it's not just on a normal day, but when you're into the wind, no spin, it just goes right through it.
Right.